In 1977, the Voyager 1 space probe captured the first image of the Earth moon system from a distance of 1.6 million miles. 2 years later, in 1979, it passed close to Io, one of Jupiter's moons, and discovered that its surface was volcanically active. In 1980, the probe flew by Saturn, and in 2012, it exited the solar system, entering interstellar space. Meanwhile, back on Earth, a group of American soldiers is engaged in a dangerous combat mission. They are nearly ambushed by enemy fighters, but respond swiftly, neutralizing the threat. With distant explosions echoing around them, the soldiers push forward, eliminating anyone who comes too close. They ascend a staircase to a balcony where their snipers take position, providing cover from above, while the rest of the team clears the building, killing dozens with brutal efficiency. Once the area is secured, the squad moves back into the street, watching jets soar overhead as they continue their assault. However, as they turn a corner, they're confronted by a full enemy squad already in position. A fierce firefight breaks out. Despite taking down many opponents, the enemy's numbers are overwhelming. The team decides to retreat. During their escape, one of their own is shot, and Rhodey carries Hi-Am while continuing to shoot. Although he tries to help his wounded comrade, he is forced to keep fighting, and by the time he checks the injury again, the soldier has died. Another enemy unit approaches, trapping the squad at the end of the street. They radio for backup, but suddenly the sky darkens and a strange red light pierces through the clouds. Both SI defreeze as a mysterious machine appears and fires a devastating beam, wiping out the enemy squad in an instant. The light then turns white and emits a massive electric charge that strikes the American soldiers, pulling them into the machine. Inside, aliens restrain them and conduct experiments. The soldiers see flashes of their past and the final battle before losing consciousness. Later, they awaken, encased in an odd device. As the machine powers down, they are released, coughing up a strange liquid. Jax identifies it as stasis resin, something that should dissolve quickly, but is puzzled by how he knows that. The team is disoriented and unsure of where they are. They speculate that they might have been captured by Russian or Chinese forces, but the writing on the technology is clearly not of earthly origin. Reyes discovers a plaque listing their names and unit, though he's also confused about how he recognizes it. Their weapons are fully loaded, and the last memory they have is the firefight and the lightning strike. Kelly urges the team to move before their captors return. They come across a large round door at the end of a corridor. The button doesn't work, so they force it open manually. Further down, they encounter another door that appears warped and broken. Rhodey spots a vent nearby and sends Reyes and a scout. With a flashlight in his mouth, Reyes crawls through, choosing the only tunnel with some remaining light. He eventually exits through another hatch and alerts the rest of the squad to follow. From this side, they notice severe burns and damage on the door, suggesting something or someone try to break in. The facility resembles a maze, and Nash suspects they're in a high-den underwater prison. Strange noises prompt them to move deeper into the structure. In the next hallway, they find a trail of blood and a clamp indicating a power failure, likely the reason the machine released them. They reach a fog-filled room. A drop of blood falls onto Reyes' face. Looking up, he sees numerous headless bodies hanging upside down. Kelly, Gibbs, and Reyes advance to the next room, where another mutilated body is suspended above an eerie-looking table. A woman named Robbie, who is handcuffed and speaks an unfamiliar language, regains consciousness. The soldiers pull a lever to release her. Just then, a terrifying alien creature appears and slashes Gibbs with its claws before hurling Hi-Am away. Meanwhile, in another room, Nash finds a bizarre-looking weapon. Hearing the noise, the team rushes to help, opening fire. Their regular bullets are ineffective against the aliens' AR-4, and it easily overpowers the soldiers one by one. When Kelly tries to fire, the alien disarms and grabs Hi-Am by the neck, pausing to examine Hi-Am before tossing Hi-Am aside. As the creature targets Jax, Nash hands a strange weapon to Rhodey, who activates it and successfully shoots the alien, knocking it down. Thinking the threat is over, the group approaches, but the alien roars and starts to move again. To their shock, Robbie quickly finishes it off with a proper shot. She says something they can't understand and walks away. The team follows, mourning Gibbs. In the next area, Kelly surprises Robbie by speaking her language. Another alien appears, prompting Kelly to open fire while urging the others to flee. The new alien fires back and hits Robbie. Moments later, a group of aliens joins the attack, unleashing heavy firepower. The team helps Robbie escape as they run from the relentless assault. They manage to find cover in the next area. Robbie spots an opportunity and pulls a lever to shut the door behind them. Kelly wedges a knife between the door and wall to keep it jammed and tells Jax to follow Robbie to find an exit. As the aliens pound on the door, the rest of the team retreats, knowing it won't hold. Jax and Robbie discover a shaft full of cables and begin to CLIMB, eventually reaching a vent. Reyes tells the others to follow while he stays behind to buy TIME. When the door gives way, Reyes manages to knock down the first alien, briefly triggering the door to shut again. But the OT her aliens force their way through. Reyes flees toward the hole, but one of the creatures grabs High M and drags High M out. A second alien peers into the vent, and Rhodey blows its head off. The rest of the team finally finds an exit and pushes through some beams to enter a new room. Upon learning of Reyes' death, Nash panics and starts shouting about aliens. Downen asks Rhodey how he knew how to use the alien weapon, but Rhodey has no idea. Jax tends to Robbie's wound, but she insists she's fine. Kelly translates her Russian speech, although he doesn't understand how he knows the language. Robbie calls them sleepers and confirms that the monsters are aliens. She also reveals they're on a spaceship and says they must find a safer place. Nash keeps panicking, forcing Rhodey to threaten High M to keep High M quiet. Robbie urges them to keep moving. Meanwhile, Reyes is being mutilated. The aliens use a device to scan his memories, learning everything the soldiers know. USI-ing this intel, the alien leader finds the bent door and activates a device on its ARM. As they move through another corridor, Robbie tells the team that the scarred alien is the leader and commands many others. She adds that the walls are lined with motion sensors and that the aliens are SIMPLY hunting for food. Soon, they arrive at a massive bridge spanning a chasm. Thousands of small lights line the area. Upon closer inspection, Jax realizes the lights are actually pods containing human bodies. Robbie refers to them as sleepers and urges the group to keep going. They take a break in the next hallway so Kelly can change Robbie's bandage. During the pause, they share stories about their past lives. Kelly mentions he's a divorced dad. Nash speculates that the creatures might be demons instead of aliens and that they're witnessing a version of the biblical apocalypse. Eventually, they reach a hangar filled with containers. Robbie explains these hold stolen Earth items. Rhodey notes it's odd the aliens haven't attacked yet, suggesting they may be trying to trap them. Kelly agrees and insists on fighting, dismissing Robbie's warnings. Jax offers to act as bait and heads into the hallway, singing to draw attention. Following the sound of Jax's singing, the aliens track High M down. He quickly fires a few shadow, keep them focused on High M, then takes off running. As they chase him, firing their laser weapons, Jax occasionally turns back to return fire, not doing much damage, but keeping them enraged and on his trail. He eventually leads them into the hangar and continues taunting them toward a dead end. At the perfect moment, Nash snipes one of the aliens from a hidden spot, and the rest of the team springs the trap, surrounding the aliens and Eli minuting them all. After the last enemy falls, Robbie notes how easy it was and suspects a trap. Just then, a new alien squad store MS into the hangar. The team fires immediately, but this time the aliens are equipped with powerful shields, and even Nash can't land a kill. Forced to flee, Nash leaps across containers to rejoin the others as they all sprint for the exit. During the escape, Jax is fatally shot in the back. A grief-stricken Nash avenges High M by taking out the shooter. The remaining 4 survivors escape into another room, taking cover to return fire until Robbie discovers a lever and slams it to seal the door. But more aliens are coming from the other direction, so the group escapes through a hatch in the wall. They slide down a tunnel that dumps them into a pool filled with bones and decaying remains, the stench so awful it makes them vomit. As Nash starts to lose it, Kelly silences High M. Suddenly, a voice echoes from above. Robbie looks up in disbelief. Her mother, Anya, is there and tosses down a rope. The two embrace once Robbie, MBS up, and the rest of the team follows. Kelly notices Anya's uniform. She's a Russian soldier. Anya carefully guides them through the corridors, avoiding the wall, mounted motion sensors, and leads them into a basement, locking the door behind them. The walls are decorated with makeshift art. Kelly explains how they woke up, and Anya tells them the ship is a trophy vessel, and their escape only happened because of a system's malfunction. She estimates she's been on board for 20 to 30 years and reveals that Ravi was born on the ship. Anya then explains the grim truth. Voyager 1 included a map meant to welcome peaceful alien visitors, but instead, hostile beings found it and used it to invade Earth. They first abducted the world's top military minds, connecting their minds to alien tech to extract strategic knowledge. This also means the soldiers have been in stasis for decades, and the nightmares they experienced were alien SI emulations designed to study human warfare tactics. The aliens used this data to overwhelm Earth within weeks. The mind link worked in both directions, which is why the soldiers gained some knowledge of the aliens. Anya calls these gifts. This vessel is carrying the spoils of their conquest back to their homeworld. Ravi's father was the one who sabotaged the reactor, causing the system failures that allowed their release. Anya, who typically avoided contact with other sleepers to stay alive, now needs their help since her team died during that mission. Anya reveals her own gift, the ability to hear and understand the aliens from a distance. She's overheard that they're trying to repair their communications relay, and if they succeed, reinforcements could arrive. The group must stop them. As the team rests, Nash reflects hopelessly that they'll never get home. Kelly stares at a photo of his daughter, realizing she's likely around 40 now, if she's even alive. Rhodey thinks about his own children. Inspired, they all decide to fight. They plan with Anya to assault the control center at the top of the ship, where the aliens are strongest. Although the aliens will likely detect them quickly, they can use the vents to get there. Fortunately, Anya has a stash of explosives. They'll split into teams. She and Kelly will distract the aliens, while Nash, Ravi, and another woman sneak in and plant the bombs. Anya also gives Kelly a stolen gauntlet that generates a protective shield. They crawl through the vents, and Nash's team reaches the main control room, watching from a high GH balcony as alien guards patrol below. Meanwhile, in another section, Kelly and Rhodey come across a blood-covered sensor and search for a second one. An alien receives an alert on its gauntlet. Kelly shoots at the sensor, provoking a reaction and luring the guards away from the My-In room, just as planned, giving Nash's group the opportunity to move into position. While Nash keeps watch, the women plant explosives around the control room. Meanwhile, Kelly and Rhodey hide as alien guards approach. They wait for the right moment and ambush the T-Wolf from behind. Soon, reinforcements arrive and a firefight erupts. Kelly activates his shield, giving Hi-Am and Rhodey the ability to hold their ground. One of the aliens uses a teammate as cover and advances aggressively, forcing Kelly and Rhodey to retreat into another corridor as the fight continues. One alien checks its gauntlet and sends half the squad in a different direction. In the control room, Anya hears the aliens closing in. Kelly and Rhodey call to warn them, but there's no TI-Me to escape. As Kelly runs through a doorway, Rhodey stays behind and seals it, urging Kelly to save the others while he buys them TI-Me. Rhodey fights off the aliens relentlessly, firing the alien gun until it's drained. He switches to his regular weapon and charges one of the aliens, which lifts Hi-Am through the shield and slams Hi-Am into the wall. As the alien examines Hi-Am, Rhodey drops T with grenades. The resulting blast kills Hi-Am and the surrounding creatures. The rest of the alien squad reaches the control room, and the soldiers fight back fiercely. They manage to kill several enemies before shielded aliens enter. Anya orders Ravi to escape and tells Nash to protect her. A larger alien arrives and shoots Anya. As Ravi screams for her mother, Nash pulls her to safety, JUST, as Anya activates the detonator. The explosion destroys the entire room, collapsing the massive machine and wiping out the aliens within. Outside, Nash sees more aliens approaching. He hides Ravi in a hatch and runs into the open, yelling to draw their attention. At a dead end, he begins singing Jax's song and shoots down as many enemies as he can. He considers using his own explosives, but decides to fight to the end, high-keying up his gun again. Once the area falls silent, Ravi emerges from hiding, only to come face-to-face with another alien. Meanwhile, Kelly discovers a room filled with imprisoned humans begging for help. As he turns to help, an alien knocks Hi-Am unconscious. He dreams of his daughter living happily on Earth, until aliens abduct her too. Kelly awakens in one of the cells. Ravi in the cell next to his Infor MS Hi-Am, the others didn't make it. Soon, aliens arrive and drag Kelly out, pinning Hi-Am to a wall before hanging Hi-Am upside down above the same table they saw earlier. Just as one alien raises a blade to kill Hi-Am, Nash, hiding inside the table, jumps out and kills it with a single shot to the head. Kelly and Nash fight their way down the corridor, taking out every alien that gets in their way. They reach the cells and free the prisoners. As more aliens arrive, Nash grabs a laser gun and cuts down the enemies while the prisoners flee. Once everyone is out, the soldiers close the door and escape with Ravi. But the aliens catch up again, and the trio takes cover to return fire. Ammunition running low, Nash throws his belt full of grenades while Kelly shuts the door behind them, containing the explosion. Nash leans against the second door, relieved, only to be suddenly stabbed by a blade. The alien leader has arrived. Kelly tells Ravi to run, then confronts the alien to buy her TI-Me. He grabs a blade and engages in brutal combat, repeatedly knocked down and thrown against walls and even the ceiling. The alien hurls its sword, which Kelly barely dodges, and then activates a shield to bash Hi-Am again. After several hits, the alien Rek'Lai MS its sword and charges. Kelly waits for the perfect moment, Just as the alien crosses the doorway, he slams it shut, crushing and killing the leader. And moments later, Kelly finds Ravi, still terrified. He leads the way and she follows, only to realize they've returned to Earth. But the planet has been reduced to a desolate wasteland. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.